4 days ago, Susan lost her daughter in a terrible crash, allegedly caused by a teen in a stolen car. Today, this mum's grief turned to fury. It was directed at Queensland Premier after she said, quote, "No one is going to stop youth crime." Susan wants to know, what's my daughter's life worth to you, Premier?
I knew it was late. I thought, oh no, she'll be right. She's with the ladies, they'll be fine. And then I drifted off, and then the police knocked on the door really loud and come out, and I said, where is she? Where's you, Kelsey's mum? I'm like, yeah, well, what's going on? Where is she? And they, oh, she was in a car accident. I'm like, oh my God, where is she? Oh, I'm sorry, she's passed away. And I thought, no, that can't be right. Can't be right. Oh, it's just a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. I can't believe that little bastard joyriding in that car. She wouldn't have known. She would have been so scared when he smashed up behind her. She wouldn't have known what to do.
Kelsey Davies, just 17 years old, a loved daughter, sister, a future church leader and dancer.
She was such a beautiful girl. She loved to dance. That was her main joy, I think. That's all she would do when she was home. She'd just practice. She was always happy, always smiling. She could have done anything. The world was her oyster, and I just can't believe that this has happened to her.
One of 8 children, Susan Marcus is Kelsey's heartbroken mum, Talia, her older sister.
She's my baby sister. That's how I keep remembering her, and I think that's the hardest part, is still picturing her as a child, a baby. Yeah.
Kelsey, a learner driver, was behind the wheel of a Holden when it was allegedly hit from behind by a stolen Mercedes with a 13-year-old boy driving. She'd been travelling with friends from her church group in Maryborough. Mikhail Chandler, a mother of 2, was also killed. Her friend Kayla Behrens remains in an induced coma in Brisbane, fighting for her life. Also killed driving home from her hospital shift, 52-year-old nurse Cherie Robertson.
What went through your mind when you did hear that this was an alleged 13-year-old behind the wheel?
I was so angry because the whole state has been screaming at Miss Palaszczuk to change the laws. I couldn't believe it's happened to me. I'm the next one in line. It's like, what the hell?
No one is going to stop youth crime, but we can do everything we possibly can to curb the incidence of youth crime.
The Premier's comments yesterday, no one is going to stop youth crime, that must have felt like a knife in your heart again.
Unbelievable. I could not believe she said that. It was just like, your daughter's life doesn't matter. What are they worth to you, Anastasia? What's my daughter's life worth to you, you know?
Kelsey mattered. Mikhail mattered. Cherie mattered too.
Yes, wonderful nurse. Oh, it must have been so hard for them, people coming across that scene. It must have been horrible for them.
Kelsey's family feel like they now know the pain felt by others. Russell and Anne Field lost their son Matthew and his partner Kate, along with their unborn child, to a teen driver in a stolen vehicle. Lee Lovell lost his wife Emma during a home invasion allegedly committed by teens. They too called on the Queensland government and its Premier to do something.
I've sat with the Field family, I've sat with Lee Lovell, Grieving, both families that have lost loved ones allegedly at the hand of teens. When is enough enough?
It should have been done years ago. She should have done something then. Get some more advice, because it can be fixed. We've heard really, really good ideas. Oh, wait for the new laws. Seriously?
It's not going to help you guys, is it?
not going to help the ones before. If she had done something back then, maybe my girl would be alive. You know, it's not fair.
Susan hasn't been able to get out of bed since learning of her daughter's death, but that was until she discovered the teenager accused of causing the crash is alleged to be a serial car thief.
Tell us a bit, Susan, about why you wanted to speak out today, because I mean, it's only been a few days, it's still so raw.
The reason I got out was to talk to you, to get this to stop. It's the only thing that got me out of bed.
It's being reported today that this accused teen was known to police. He had potentially stolen cars before and was living in state-funded residential care. What's your reaction when you hear that?
These little buggers, they're having competitions between Hervey Bay and Maryborough who can steal the most cars. I don't want this to happen to anybody else. It has to stop now.
If this teen is found guilty, what would you like to see happen?
I want him to live a life that's worthy of those 3 that he took. You know, get out there and do something good for the world. Don't keep taking and hurting. He's 13, he's got his life ahead of him if he can do some good. I mean, Kelsey's life's in vain otherwise. I mean...
That's very big of you. I mean, a lot of people would say lock him up for life and throw away the key.
Doesn't solve the problem though, does it? And that's what we need to do.
Kelsey's family has been touched by the support they've received as they struggle in their grief.
She was beautiful. I told her she looked like a supermodel in her dress.
Those formal photos are beautiful.
Oh, she loved that dress so much. I keep picturing her in the lounge room practicing her pirouettes, and she'd do it for hours and hours. I just wanted to be remembered, not a statistic, you know.
Not known for how it ended, but known for her life.
Yeah. Something good's got to come of it. Otherwise, what's the point?
Wow, well, I hope the Queensland Premier was listening to Susan just then. Kelsey's church is holding a fundraiser for the 3 families who lost loved ones in the crash, and details are on the Reach Church Fraser Coast Facebook page.